They said it was more than just a driver. They said a storm on wheels.
Hello everybody, welcome to Jericho Blossom, hashtag number 9 YouTube channel. It is Tuesday the 3rd of February, and I just got finished with practice at Shanghai International Circuit, round 2 of my Formula 1 25 career mode. Did I say I just completed a practice deal? I think I did. Anyway, I'm saying it again. I did my, what do you call it? Race strategy for practice. Did quite a few laps on practice. I think I did, I can't remember how many I did. I think 5 is the most you can do. But I'm feeling good about this. If y'all see my settings from yesterday's video, I do have some settings on until I get used to these tracks and these cars. I did bump up the difficulty. I'm going to try to find that difficulty to where it's challenging for me. And I got second in yesterday's race. So I bumped it up a notch for today. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to find that difficulty where it's challenging for me. So it's just starting this new journey. I guess you can say I'm going through a process of figuring out where my settings need to be and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm going to fast forward the time here so we can get on moving forward on this. I guess, hold on a second. Can I can't skip the session. Oh, okay, here we go. Sprint qualifying. Alright. I guess we'll head to sprint qualifying. See what I can do.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Well, I'm not ahead by much. Like I said, I'm going through a process of finding the difficulty for myself. So these first couple of races on the AI difficulty, I'm just going to be increasing them every race until I find that setting. Yesterday's video is just a long video. I tried to keep in the beginning of this journey. Golly, that just took a long. It was so long.
Welcome along to Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen, where it's
Like
Chinese
I said,
Grand Prix weekend.
I am going to be doing the
Before we can
practice
race,
off
we
camera.
need to qualify.
As soon as I get to qualifying,
Who's gonna
or
take that
like this
coveted
one,
pole
I'm
position?
done with practice.
How will our grid
I will
line
start
up?
the video
We're
then.
about to find out. Welcome to qualifying.
I did get some development parts on. I think I got one, and I'm developing. I forget what all I'm developing. Oh, I'm developing something else for the car, and that won't be done until a couple of circuits later. All right, so here we go on qualifying.
Yes, excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work.
I
Come
swear
on,
I
see you
bumped
back in
up the
pits.
difficulty. I did have it set on 55 to begin, but I bumped it up 1 to 56, I believe. I guess I needed to increase it more.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
I'm going to see if I can bump it up some more. Alright, see if we can bump this up some more. That is not what I wanted. Here we are. I'm going to bump it up to 57, see what happens. Alright.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight before the cars break into the tight hairpin at turn 14. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Blaze lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri and Verstappen, Norris, Antonelli, Hulkenberg and Lewis Hamilton, Sainz, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda and Albon.
So I thought about it
Gasly,
after
Lawson, Gabriel
saying I was going to
Bortoleto,
split the team with
and
my
Ollie Berry.
teammate here.
Hadja and
Nah.
Franco Colapinto
After
rounds
work,
off the
while I was
grid.
at work today, I was thinking
Which
about it.
of
I
these
was like,
drivers will
no,
get pole position
I want to
today?
take this team
We'll
over.
soon find out.
I
And
shouldn't be like
alongside me
that,
today
but I
is
am.
a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try
I'm not
anyway.
like that in
It's
real
Ad
life, but
Davidson.
during a
As
game,
we all know, every
yeah, I
single
wanna take the
driver
team over.
wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. They're doing what the team require.
But that's the thing, you know, as a driver, it's easy to feel like you're the individual. It's all about you, and you want to further your career the best you can. But you have to have the team hat on as well, and play the team game, work with your teammate as best you can. It's not an easy balance to figure out.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
All right, here we go.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Come on, team! This is just the beginning, guys. I'm so proud of you all.
Yeah, I'm gonna bump it up some more.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and, of course, the Grand Prix.
No, well, I guess I was just qualifying for the sprint race. Oh, goodness. All right, let's increase that difficulty again. We're going to go to 60. We're going to go 60. feel like that should be good. Alright, here we go.
Welcome along to Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen, where it's Chinese Grand Prix weekend. But before we can race, we need to qualify. And who's going to take that coveted pole position? How will our grid line up? We're about to find out. Welcome to qualifying.
Alright, here we go. Qualify for the actual race. What'd I get? I got second. Y'all see me? I put the difficulty up to 60. Alright, let's go get this race going. It's supposed to be raining too.
The Chinese Grand Prix then is upon us once again. It's a race that saw Michael Schumacher claim his final Formula One victory in 2006, as well as Red Bull's first win with Sebastian Vettel in 2009. There's no doubt there's plenty more drama to come here in Shanghai. The ever-tightening turns of 1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery conditions here in Shanghai, and anyone that slides wide will lose a lot of time getting back on track. Turn 14 should still be the best place for overtaking, but we'll have to see some improvement in the weather before the drivers can take advantage of that DRS assistance. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Blaze completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Piastri, Max Verstappen, and Russell. Sainz, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, and Isaac Hadjar. Hulkenberg, Albon, Pierre Gasly, and Stroll. Bortoletto, Behrman, Yuki Tsunoda, and Franco Colapinto. Antonelli and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. So we're getting close to the start of the race. What will this driver be experiencing? Big nerves, big excitement, what?
Always extra nerves at the start of the race, Scruffy. Probably at the start of the race, it's where your heart rate's at its highest in anticipation. And you've got to be in the right mindset. You've got to be thinking there inside the car, what can go right? How can I be opportunistic rather than what can go wrong? And how do I protect my position? Look forward and stay positive. It's easy to say, very hard to do when you're in that position.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
All right, here we go. Racing in the rain. Oh, get off in the grass.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap. Okay, mate, Piastri's behind you now. We want to keep them behind, please. This is super critical for our strategy. Okay, mate, I'm afraid we didn't quite get what we needed there, but let's not worry about it. Get your head down now, chin up, and let's focus right until the checkered flag. Final lap, final lap. Push, push. Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes.
He was trying. I was trying to play defense. Ugh.
Charles Leclerc, what a drive, what a victory. He wins.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
There's room for 3 on their podium, but only ever 1 right at the top. Let the celebrations begin. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc. Charles Leclerc on top. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
All right, everybody. Like I said, I was going to make these videos shorter. That was round 2 at the Shanghai International Circuit. As y'all seen, I had bumped the difficulty up to 60, and we was able to hold off and get second. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and thank y'all for stopping by, and I will see you all Wednesday on the 4th for round 3 of my Formula One career mode. Alright, you guys, y'all take care. I will see you later.
They said it was more than just a driver. They sent him the storm on wheels. Started with dreams on the streets of SP, a boy with a car and a vision to be free. Chasing the sun, always pushing the line, focused on the